In this game, I had 3 brilliant moves and I still lost. Let's see what happened in the game. Alright, so as for our opening, we have a Caro-Kann. And the first 5 moves aren't that important. They were just normal moves. I went knight g3 attacking the bishop. Bishop drops back, h4 to play h5 and trap the bishop. They play h6. And now knight e5 attacking the bishop yet again. If they let me take the bishop, then there's going to be a massive weakness on g6, so they had to do something about that. They dropped back. And now I went queen h5, threatening checkmate here. And the only way to reliably stop this is with g6, which is what happened in the game. But now I don't even move my queen. I play bishop c4, threatening to play checkmate on f7 if they take my queen. So they can't take my queen. They have to defend first with e6, which is the best move. I drop my queen back, and even though I'm retreating, I still have a threat here to take on f7, and then queen e6 check. So they had to defend with the queen. The only 3 moves that work here are these 3, f6, e7, and c7. So they chose f6, which is inaccurate. These 2 are generally better. And now we have d4, opening up my dark squared bishop. And after I move my dark squared bishop, I want to castle queenside, get the rook into the game, and also defend my knight. Just a simple good move. And now we have bishop g7, just trying to develop, get some pieces out. And knight e4, already threatening the queen here. The queen has to move, but after the queen moves, I still have 4 or 5 pieces right in the middle of the board, which just screams for tactics if you ask me. So queen had to drop back, bishop f4. Even though it looks like a development move, I actually have a threat here to play a knight e6 check. And after knight e6 check, queen takes, I take on g6, attacking the queen defended by the knight. And after the queen moves, at the very least, I get the rook. That's definitely something to watch out for. And my opponent played f5, which is a mistake. And not only is it a mistake, but it also allows me to go knight d6 check, which I wanted to play anyway. He cannot take. If he takes, there's knight takes g6. Attacking the queen. Queen has to drop back, and then let's say they go here. I can either take the rook, or even better, to take on e6. Hitting the queen yet again. The queen has to drop back, and at that point it's just a checkmate in 3. I think I can at the very least take this knight with check. It's just over. So they can't play like this. They had to move the king away. If they move the king here, there is this fork, so that's not even a consideration. And now I could have gone knight f7, but something just seemed off about that move, because, I mean, yeah, I might get a rook, but the rook's not that important right now in this game. This rook is sitting in a corner doing absolutely nothing, while these 2 knights are absolutely amazing. So here I decided to play yet another brilliant move, longside castle. Still the same idea. If he takes, knight g6 check, and now it even comes with a check, and he loses the queen. So this knight is not free, in which they decided to take on e5. I took back, and here this was my first semi-mistake. I had to take with the queen, so that after something like knight f6, I can take on h6 with check, and then there is a checkmate. So unfortunately I did take with the bishop, but that's still completely fine. Knight f6. So now what I had to do here is take on b6, and if the queen takes, I just take the knight. And if the queen doesn't take, and for example plays something like this, there's already bishop d6 winning the queen. The opponent has to be on their toes right now. Not only that, they only have 1 minute on the clock. and there was basically no way I was going to lose this game, but you will see in a minute why that happened. So I unfortunately didn't take on b7. I went knight c8, attacking the queen here, and after the queen moves, I was looking for this check, but that's actually a mistake. Now I'm only +3, because after the king moves, my knight is going to be hanging. If I move my knight, my bishop will be hanging. I'm basically in a very tricky spot here, and my entire justification for this was taking on e6 with the queen. And after that, I'm threatening to checkmate on f7, and then it's basically game over. I'm already defending my knight and my bishop, so that's not an issue. But if I would have done that, it would have been bishop g8, the only move that works. Hitting my queen after I move my queen, either bishop is going to be lost or this knight is going to be lost. Oh, wait. Knight to d7. It's okay, so that was a better move, hitting my queen. And then I go something like this, and then they take. Yeah, so, and then there will be up a piece, and I don't have enough compensation probably. So, and here I just can't believe what actually happened. Queen e3. I misclicked. I wanted to take on e6 with the queen, but for some reason, when I clicked the queen and then dragged it, my mouse, for some weird reason, let go of the left mouse button and my queen landed on e3. And then I thought, oh, okay, it's probably fine. After they take, maybe I can take on e6. Now I don't have any advantage. I mean, at least I have some time advantage, but I'm down a piece. And I'm also playing against someone who has relatively good rating on Blitz, so I don't know if I can win this, to be honest, anymore. I went bishop e5, trying to pin the knight, maybe do something, and they went queen e8, attacking my bishop. I just traded because, well, what else was I going to do if I drop back? They're just going to take my bishop, so I didn't really have any choice. And then I went to h5, opening up something on the king side, but now just rook a to e8. So I took, and then g4. That was yet another mistake. I got way too greedy. I basically thought, okay, if they take, I'm going to play something like this, and then I'm going to be attacking the king, and it will be fine, hopefully. But no, you can just take the pawn. I move my queen, and now just queen f5. And that basically ends the game. It's threatening to play checkmate on c2, and if I take the queen, that's just the queen trade. Yeah, that's game over basically. So I took on here, and then I still had to trade the queens even without taking the queen first. They just did that. Rook h7, not even allowing any counterplay. So I went here, and these two passed pawns are just too strong. And after a couple more moves, I lost the game. I have no idea how to describe this. 3 brilliant moves and one mistake after the other. I just lost all of my advantage, and that was the game right there. Yeah, no, you know what? That's not the only thing. But I will also say that in this position, it's actually kind of pretty unclear what to do here. So of course there's this knight takes b7, but if you're someone who gets greedy like me and refuses to just win one pawn, you would probably not play a move like this and just look for a knockout punch somewhere. But that knockout punch resulted in me not even winning anything at all. If there's no knockout punch, then that's just how it works. You just play the game on, you make the best move whenever possible. If you manage to learn something from this video, consider subscribing. Otherwise, that's it for the video.